position and at the correct angle. This might be like the trickiest or weirdest part of this process. Let's look at this is the angle that we want, and what you want to look at is where the top of the leg is placed in the stool. And so we're just going to have to eyeball this and kind of guess at it. We're not, dealing with a lot of precision here. So let's go into our fore-view here, and there's our, let me zoom out here. Let me go to view. I wanted to frame all in my top view here, and I want to keep an eye on my perspective view. So in the top view, I'm going to move this to where I think, close to where I think it should belong. And that looks a little bit too, well, no, actually, let me deselect so I can see what's going on here. That looks okay, and that's just from me again in the top view, just kind of moving it around. So now with the leg selected, I got this kind of sort of where I want it, right? So let me look in the coordinates manager and see what I got here. I got the position of X is 33.2 and the Z is 33.7. So let's make those nice round numbers. Let's make it a positive 33 in the X and a negative 33 in the Y position. So get that together, okay? Don't worry about the other parameters right now. Let's go into our perspective view. And so we got to get this angle correctly. And one thing that I think will help our cause is if we have this leg angling in towards the center. Okay, so it'll go from this corner. This plane, remember, is going to be deleted. It's going to angle from this corner towards the center. So let me go to my top view. It's going to angle from this corner towards the center. So we got to change this rotation here. So with the leg selected, hit R for rotation tool, and see this the rotation around the X value at X axis. We want that pointing in towards the center. So I'm going to grab the green axis and rotate it and point it towards the center, and exactly towards the center is going to be 45 degrees, right? So in the coordinates manager, we change the position to 33 and negative 33 for X and Z. For rotation, change it to 45 on the on this axis here, on this rotation axis. So now it's pointed in at the correct place. Now, let me think here. Let's go into our perspective view. Now I can grab this axis, which is rotating around the x-axis, and get that angle to where it looks like the reference. And that looks pretty good. So let's see what angle that is. This angle, just from guessing at it and looking at it, this angle of 8.76, negative 8.76, so let's make that a negative 9. Since I angled it and changed it the position, this is now too far in to the stool, so E for move tool, and all I got to do is move it out a little bit. I might have to reposition this. So let me go to my top view again. That's actually looking pretty good. So okay, so now that I got it kind of sort of positioned where I want it, let's take a look at our coordinates here. I'm not worried about size right now. So my rotation H 45 degrees, P negative 9 degrees. just moving it around, I got these like weird numbers, 42.937, negative 42.937. So let's put those at 43 and 43. Whoops, negative 43. Okay. All right. Not bad. Okay, so now the one other thing, and I'll show you these. The leg is going up through my seat, so let me grab the Y and just pull it down. I got it a little bit going through the plane. What I could do is hit T for transform tool and decrease the size of my leg just a little bit, but that's not really critical. Just make sure that the top isn't coming through make sure the leg is not coming through the top of your seat. Make sure it's not going too far below the plane. And let's check let's reposition this here so everything's nice and neat. 43, negative 43 for Z. That Y is at a really goofy value there, so let me change that to -1. It doesn't really matter. And everything looks good there. Okay, so that's your leg. I'll zoom in on the coordinates manager so you can copy the coordinates. And then, okay, so we got one leg made. Now we're just going to copy and make 3 more legs in the next video. So I'll see you in the next video.